I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This topic comes from my 30 plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Watch, learn, and apply it. You'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. And call me at 626-309-9141 with any questions. Now explode your business with... Guys, hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. Again, I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. Today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And if you have any questions today, any questions regardless of what it is, or specifically, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is a good one: how to unbolt from your comfort zone. How to unbolt from your comfort zone. So for those of you that are on my contact list, for any of the invites that I sent you today, just scroll down to the through that invite to the attachments that I provided down at the bottom, and we will go over your free attachments that I provided. We'll go over these one by one as I talk to you about how to truly unbolt yourself from your comfort zone. And this is it's an important topic because, let's face it, anytime we venture into something new, and even if we're doing something that we're used to, we as human beings, we just love to be where it's comfortable. And that's where most of society is. Most of society hangs out in their own personal comfort zone. But to be a top producing freight sales agent, you've got to get out of your comfort zone daily. And I mean daily, not only daily, but just hourly, okay? Because some of us, we're so ingrained, we're bolted into that comfort zone. We're satisfied just doing the same actions day after day after day. To be a successful freight sales agent, you've got to unscrew those nuts that are holding you down, unscrew them, take them off, and get out of your comfort zone and do things daily. Learn new skills, take action that assist you in becoming that successful freight sales agent. So go ahead, scroll down to that first attachment, and let's talk about how we unbolt ourselves from our comfort zone. Now, let me give you an example here. Guys, when you host a party, you become an extrovert to keep the guests happy, correct? Well, when you're a guest at a party, you become the introvert. Now, why is that? That's a good question to ask. When you host a party, you become an extrovert. When you're a guest at a party, you become an introvert. Here's another example. When I motivate and educate, like I'm doing right now, I become an extrovert to deliver you my information, just like I'm doing now. Typically, I can be an introvert. Hey, I'm wrapped up, I'm good, but to deliver this information to you like I'm doing, I have to become an extrovert. When I go to talks and seminars as a guest, I go back to becoming an introvert again. So how do you become an extrovert in freight sales when you're so naturally comfortable as an introvert? My 7 action steps that I'm going to go over with you right now will get you talking to the freight marketplace today. Let me give you an example. Okay, and I just talked about it. I knew several years ago that I had to give conference calls. I knew that I had to do this. I had some agents with me, but they weren't getting the best training that I could provide. I knew in my mind that I had to do conference calls. Well, I'll tell you this. That first call, as much as I did it, I had to go into another room in my office to do it. I was so nervous about doing it. Now, no problem. I can get on the phone, I can get in front of a camera. Why? Because I got out of my comfort zone. Now, that's an example for me. Come up with some of your own examples of how you, by the end of this day, will get out of your comfort zone to start making those progressive steps forward in becoming the success that you desire. So, first thing to do to get to unbolt yourself from your comfort zone is to get passionate about your freight service. Let me say that again. Number one, get passionate about your freight service. What are you going to do? You're going to get so excited about your freight service that you're compelled to share it with the whole world, okay? Maybe not the whole world, but certainly in the United States here. When you're passionate about your freight service, you're going to pay less attention to how you're perceived, and that's an important one, and pay more attention and the excitement for the freight service that you offer and how it benefits your freight prospects and your customers. When you're totally sold out and you're totally passionate about your freight service, nothing else matters. But it's up to you to get there. It's up to you to get there. Here's an example. When you get on the phone, don't be boring like every other freight sales agent that's out there. When I mean boring, I mean you get on the phone and you stumble with your words. You say, well. You don't even remember what company you're representing. Be different. Sound different. Be professional. Make sure the words that come out of your mouth have the biggest effect and that they're the most productive. When you say, well, the shipping decision maker is going to know that you're inexperienced or that you just don't care. When you truly sound professional and when you truly have that energy, shipping decision makers will pay attention to you. So don't be boring. Don't be like everybody else out there. Be different. Be professional. Be passionate. Let your energy and your passion come through your call to your shipping decision maker. So action step number one is get passionate about your freight service. Second action step is to get out of your comfort zone daily. Not just every week. Get out of your comfort zone daily. And I'll tell you this, every time you pick up the phone and connect with another shipping decision maker, who knows how you got it from, you're getting out of your comfort zone. And you're getting out of your comfort zone daily. You have to do it daily to build your contact list. So it's extremely important to do things that make you uncomfortable. Here's what I have to say about that. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's how you will grow. Not only grow as a professional, but grow in your freight sales profession. Alrighty? You must be courageous and make it a point to face your fears. Again, that's all part of getting out of your comfort zone, no matter how big or how small the action that you're taking, guys. The initial scariest thing you must do as a beginning freight sales agent is to contact many freight prospects over the phone and build those long-term relationships with them. When you eventually overcome that fear, which all beginners have, don't think that you're just the only one thinking, oh boy, I wonder if I'm going to get through to this guy. When you get through to him, oh gee, nobody else has struggled like me. Every beginner goes through this process. Don't just think it's you, okay? And when you do that, all right, when you continue to do that, it instills you with courage, okay? This is just like a sport, okay? You start the sport, you know nothing about it. The more repetition you do, the better you get at it. This is no different. This profession is no different. So, as you continue to do that, guys, it instills you with courage, it instills you with a belief in yourself, and it changes your focus from limitations to endless possibilities and opportunities. You will be surprised as you contact more and more shipping decision makers, as you build your list, as you move more loads, you will be surprised at all the endless leads and opportunities that you can generate. So let me give you another example. Well, actually, I already gave that example, and that was doing my conference calls for the first time. I knew that I had to do this. I knew that I would not grow if I didn't do this, okay? And hey, now compared to then, several years ago, is a total 180, all right? It's a total 180. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I had to do it. Because I knew I had to do it, I just took that first step. So, action step number 2 is to get out of your comfort zone daily. And not only that, but get out of your comfort zone many, many times throughout the day. Let's go to action step number 3. Okay, action step number 3. Little unusual, but say hello to everyone you pass. Not only say hello, but at least attempt to say hello to everyone you pass, all right? Refuse to walk past anyone without attempting to acknowledge them or at least getting eye contact with them. That's your goal as you get out of the house, okay? Really, that's your goal. Your goal is to at least say hello to everyone you pass. You'll be amazed at how this increases your confidence. Really, force yourself to look them in the eye, again, just to say hello. It's exercising, okay? And it builds muscles that enable you to decide at will to be extroverted. Whether you're in a freight sales call or any other similar situation. Here's an example, again, that I can give you involving this action. Just short stroll away from our house here is a walking trail. It's about anywhere from 1.5 miles to 2 miles long. It gets used a lot by the local community. When I go out walking, all right, when I go out walking, the folks that come my way, I make an effort to look at or just glance their way when they come toward me. And again, if they look at me, I either nod or I say hello to them. Now, you can't force somebody to say hello to you, but it's an exercise. It's an exercise to get you out of your comfort zone. And the more individuals that say hi to you, it just gives you more confidence. So the third action step is to say hello to everyone you pass. All right, whatever it is. You're a truck driver and you're unloading at a loading dock. You walk in, you may walk past a line of drivers that are sitting there, waiting to check in. Well, look at them, acknowledge them. Make it a goal to say hello to them. Warehouse workers, okay? Again, this is increasing your communication skills. Get the opposing party just to say hello to you, if anything. All right? So third action step is to say hello to everyone you pass. Fourth action step is to get outside every day. Make it an effort to get outside every day. Hey, let's face it, this profession can be confining, either doing this or even a truck driver. You're a truck driver, you're inside the truck every day. So when you stop at the truck stop at night, get out of the truck, even if it's to walk into the truck stop and mill around, same thing. Get people to acknowledge you. Make it a goal to say hi to other truck drivers. This is increasing your communication skill. So step out of your comfort zone, again, literally by leaving your home or office every day to socialize with other people, all right? That's one of the negatives about being a truck driver. And I'm not picking on truck drivers, but hey, that example just came to me. It's a profession where, yeah, listening to the CB all day is not socializing. Socializing is when you actually talk to individuals face to face. So when you have the opportunity, park your truck, walk in, and actually socialize, if not just to say hello to other people. If you're in a new city, you maybe have moved, you go to the same place over and over until you're comfortable and know everybody there. Do the same thing with your kids and bring them to the same grocery store until they're so familiar they talk with the people working there as if they're family. Again, let me give you an example of this. When we moved recently, 6 months ago, Marie and I, when we moved to a new city. One thing that I saw my wife do on a regular basis, morning basis, is she goes to Starbucks. Okay, and while going to Starbucks, she made it a habit to get to know the people behind the desk there or behind the counter. Great example. She made it a goal to learn their name, not only learn their name, but to communicate with them on a daily basis, hence increasing her communication skills. Hey, if you go to Starbucks every morning, are you saying hi to the folks behind the counter? I mean, are you actually communicating with them? These skills increase your skills in this profession. So, fourth action step is to get outside every day. Action step number 5, okay, in unbolting yourself out of your comfort zone is to assist others with their freight sales. Again, if you're a beginner, this may be a little tough, but provided that you've moved some freight, you may be going through a slow period, assist others with their freight sales. Again, just keep improving those communication skills. Offer assistance, okay, to other freight sales agents when you go for a while without moving your freight. It's a great way to get outside your own head because with no loads moving over time, it's so easy to slip back and become introverted and anxious, thinking, gee, am I going to be moving more, am I going to get more loads this week or today? By assisting somebody else with their freight prospects and having nothing to lose yourself, you open up and you feel more relaxed and you regain that required confidence. Once you score a load for someone else, dive headfirst back into your own freight prospects and customers and do it over and over again. Here's another example as far as assisting others with their freight sales. Again, me doing conference calls. This is what I'm doing right now. This is assisting me in getting out of my comfort zone by assisting you. Here's a prime example of me assisting you in getting your freight going. So action step number 5 is to assist others with their freight sales. Action number 6 is to be persistent. Again, really, be persistent that it annoys your freight market. In order for you to become successful, not only do you have to become persistent, but for a lot of prospects, you actually have to annoy them. You have to be an annoyance. And here's why. Because when you be an annoyance, they see that you're persistent and that you're determined to get and win their business. Hey, in life and in freight sales, you won't be successful if you don't get criticized. And you're going to get criticism from your freight prospects. As you gain their trust, as you get their attention, some of them are going to criticize you and say, hey, stop calling me, stop emailing you, all right? Things like that. Now, when they say that, not a whole lot you can do, but they may come back to you and say, hey, I don't have anything moving this week. They haven't told you to stop communicating with them. What that means is, hey, you're showing them that you're determined. Don't look at it like you have to step back. Look at it like you're showing your prospects that you're determined and that you're being persistent. Eventually, they will admire that in you, okay? You must follow up with your prospects and customers so much that some of them are going to complain about it, all right? Once they do, you got to keep following up until they admire you for your persistence, as I just said earlier. So when you believe in your freight service, guys, freight company, and yourself, you'll be willing to insist, persist, and risk being criticized for it. For those of you that are connected with me on social media, if there's one thing you see is that I post all day. I truly pound social media daily, okay? If you think that just posting one time is going to get you attention, it's not going to. You're going to get attention on social media by doing it time after time after time, day after day after day, week after week after week. That's an example of being persistent, being determined, and yes, I may annoy some people, and if they befriend me or, get me out of their, get me out of their group or whatever, that's fine. That's a good sign, because persistence and annoyance is a good thing. It comes to a point where they admire you for attempting and taking action, which makes them think, whether it be your friends, your connections, this guy will not give up. I'm going to give him the opportunity. So again, action step number 6 is be so persistent that it actually annoys your freight market. 7, action step number 7 to get unbolted from your comfort zone is to keep yourself busy and on point. Keep yourself busy and on point. That's action step number 7. When you're constantly on the go, you don't have time to be uncomfortable or even doubt yourself. When you're truly busy, and not just saying that you're busy, you're always asking people for help, getting help, and talking to freight sales prospects and customers, because you're going from one sales prospecting call to another freight sales prospecting call. All right? Let me give you an example of this whole scenario. Again, action step number 7 is to keep yourself busy and on point. I'm going to personally challenge you today, by the end of today, do one thing that's out of your comfort zone. Once you've done that, do another thing. Once you've done 2, do another. My challenge is to do one thing that's not what you typically do on a regular basis. You'll be surprised at how much that will assist you in continuing to move forward and contacting more and more freight prospects, building your contact list, and moving more and more freight. So my challenge to you today is this: do one thing by the end of the day that's out of your comfort zone. 7 action steps to get yourself unbolted from your comfort zone. 1, get passionate about your freight service. Excuse me. Number 2, get out of your comfort zone daily. Excuse me. Action step number 3, say hello to every single one, or make the attempt to say hello to every single one you pass, either outside of your house, on the street, at the mall, wherever it is. Number 4, get outside every day. After you've spent most of your time indoors covering all those loads, get outside. Number 5 is assist others. If it happens to be slow, assist somebody else with their freight loads. I mean, you'll be doing a good day. You'll be doing a good deed for them as well. Number 6 is be persistent that it actually annoys your freight market. Number 7, keep yourself busy and on point. Again, I challenge you, by the end of the day, do one thing that is not in your regular routine daily. 7 action steps to get yourself unbolted from your comfort zone. Great topic. In wrapping up my call, do you have any questions about what I just went over? Or more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Yes? Give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Thank you so much for joining me today on my Tuesday conference call. I will see you again next week, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store today, you'll see a host of products available there for purchase. First one you'll see available is my flagship product. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you're searching for that daily motivation to set goals, to achieve them, to pick up the phone daily and connect and build relationships with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. And if you're searching for those specific skills, and there are many skills, many individual skills required to be successful in this profession, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Skill. I highly recommend each one of these products, available for purchase today in my Freight Sales Success Store. Do you have any questions again? Do you have any questions about today's call? Or more importantly, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training, then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topic for today. Take these skills, apply them. You'll be amazed at what happens to your results.